BSc 1 Semester 1 Structural Geology Lecture 3 Forms of Igneous Rocks. What are igneous rocks? Igneous rocks in Marathi we call them as Agnijanya Khadak. These are rocks which formed from magma or lava. For example, granite, gabbro, pegmatite, basalt. These are different kinds of igneous rocks. Types. When we talk about forms of igneous rocks, we must consider these two broad types of igneous rocks depending upon their mode of formation. One is intrusive and another is extrusive. Intrusive rocks means those rocks which have been formed below the earth's surface. For example, granite, it forms at a greater depth by the processes like crystallization. Gabbro also formed in same manner. Then another category is extrusive rocks, those igneous rocks which are formed on the earth's surface by the eruption of lava. They get cooled and solidifies, giving rise to newer rock type which is called as volcanic rock like basalt. In Marathi we call it as Kala Pashan. It is a volcanic rock. So these are two broad categories and the structures or forms depends on this mode of formation, whether the rock is intrusive or extrusive. Here we will consider especially intrusive kinds of forms. What is intrusion? Intrusion means injection of magma into the pre-existing rock. If this intrusion occurs at shallower depth, means at a depth less than 1 kilometer, it is called as hypabasal intrusion. The boundary between the rock and the intrusion is also sharp, and there are several types of this intrusion. First is dike. Dikes are small intrusions and they show a discordant relationship. Discordant means not parallel. The intrusion does not take place in parallel manner with the pre-existing rock. It cuts the pre-existing rock, and that kind of intrusion is called as discordant type of intrusion. The dikes may occur in groups or as an isolated bodies. Means there may be a single dike or group of dikes, and dikes are discordant types of intrusions. This is dike. Here we can see that it has been cut across the country rock, hence it is discordant. It is not parallel to the beds of the pre-existing rock. This kind of structure or intrusion is called as dike. Then similar kind of intrusion, but it is concordant, and it is called as sill. Sills are also small intrusions and they show concordant, means they are parallel to the bed of the country rock or pre-existing rock into which they intrude. Here we can see that the beds of the original rock or country rock and the sill are parallel to each other. Hence it is called as concordant type of intrusion. The next type is laccoliths. Laccoliths are also concordant types of intrusion, means they are parallel to the original rock, and it is a bun shaped structure or it is a dome like structure, and they result in upliftment and folding of the pre-existing rocks above the intrusion. When the pre-existing rock or original rock gets uplifted forming a dome, the resulting structure is called as laccolith. Here we can see that the bend or folding has been occurred in the rock and it gets uplifted, forming a curvature. This kind of structure in igneous rocks is called as laccolith. And here we can see that it is parallel to the original rock. Then plutons. When such intrusions are of very large scale or giant types of intrusions are there, they are called as plutons, and they are found at great depth. They are not hypobasal or shallow intrusions. They formed at greater depth. They also have sharp contact with the surrounding rock into which they intruded. Sometimes the contacts are often gradational. Gradational means the forming grades or step by step appearance. Only difference between hypobasal intrusions and plutons is in their size and mode of formation. Plutons formed at greater depth and they are very larger in size. Then lopoliths. Lopoliths are saucer-like intrusions. Saucer means in Marathi we call it as bashi. So that kind of intrusions are lopoliths. They are smaller sized plutons and they have a shape concave downward. This shape is due to reduction in volume due to crystallization of magma and due to weight of the overlying rock. There is a compression of the rock lying beneath them, and due to that compression this shape takes place or occurs. Here we can see that there is overlying rock. Due to its burden, the rock beneath the overlying rock gets compressed, forming a saucer shaped intrusion, and it is called as lopolith. It is also a small sized pluton. Then batholiths. Batholiths are very large sized intrusions or giant intrusions. Sometimes it is only a single intrusion, single large intrusion, or sometimes they are composed of several smaller intrusions. Means several smaller laccoliths or plutons, smaller plutons come together to form a larger intrusion called as batholith. And they are so large that very rarely they are exposed with their bottom. It means that only some part of batholith gets exposed and remaining part remains behind the surface. Here we can see the size of the batholith. It has been spread for tens of kilometers. Very large sized igneous intrusion. And here we can see that only smaller part of batholith is exposed and remaining part is beneath the surface. Then stalks. These are smaller type of intrusions and they get their inputs from deeper level batholiths. Means the magma or intrusion of magma is the source of the stalk, but that magma comes from batholiths. Stalks may act like a feeder for volcanic. When the magma comes on the surface, it is called as eruption, and its source is stalks. Not always, but sometimes. It is so because the stalks are found at greater depth, and to expose them on the surface, a very large amount of erosion is necessary. Erosion means wear and tear of the rock. This wear and tear has to be on very large scale to the stalk to get exposed on the surface, and to the lava comes out from it. Hence, very rarely the stalks or batholiths are associated with volcanic rocks. So in this lecture we have seen various forms of igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are formed from lava or magma. They are of two types: intrusive means those forming beneath the surface, and extrusive, those forming on the surface. And we have seen different forms related with intrusive types of igneous rocks, that is dike, shale, lacolith, lopolith, batholith, plutons, and stalks. The next part of structural geology will be covered in next lecture.